Hey guys, what's up? It's Wiggy Cubes here, and today we're going to be doing a video over all of the cubes I have in my collection. So, let's get right into it. I'll be starting off this collection video with all of the smallest cubes in my collection. So we'll start off with the 2x2, and this is my Lingpo, and the only problem with it is the corner stock broke. So it's useless. Everything else works fine on it, but I never really liked the feeling of it anyways. I always wanted to get a die-in or something, so I'm actually kind of glad it broke. So now it just sits around and looks pretty with a broken corner piece. So we're going to throw that over there. So let's get on to the next one. So the next cube in my collection is my Yupo. I recently picked this up at my competition that I went to, my first competition, the Dallas Spring 2016 at Arlington, and I love this cube so much. It doesn't really feel like the Lingpo, it feels closer to a Diane because I like the smoothness of it. And I had my friend Edwin at their channel, the Cubiverse Cubing, and he set it up for me, and it feels amazing. It's really smooth, it's not too fast, not too slow, and yeah, big shout out to him because this is definitely good and got me my best time at competition. So let's move on to the next smallest cube. So the next smallest cubes I have in my collection are these tiny little mini 3x3s with really weird sticker shades. There's like a blue, orange, yellow, green, light green, and red. So they're really weird sticker shades, or color scheme, never mind. The shades are weird too because there's two different greens. But the color scheme is really weird. And they were just stocking stuffers one year for Christmas. So I just have them around, and they're sometimes fun to solve on. There's nice little collection items to have in the back, nice little decorations, and move on to the next one. No transition, just the next one is my Siamese cube, which I made out of the mini 3x3s because they worked fine for it, and I had like, what, 6 of them? I don't know what happened to the others. But yeah, this is my Siamese cube. I made it a while back, and yeah, I really like it. It took me a little while to learn how to solve, but not too long. Just a few new moves, and the last layer is pretty much the same. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. So for the next couple of cubes, my 3x3s, I'm going to be doing them in order of how much I like them. And this is just a picture cube that I got on my trip to California at the Redwood Forest. And the center stickers actually came off. So I had to take the pamphlet that came with it, cut them out, and then super glue them on. But yeah, it works fine, and I hate solving this thing because I'm really bad with picture cubes in general, and this one's a pain in the ass. So let's move on to my next favorite 3x3. So my next favorite 3x3 is actually my Tanglong, and this probably isn't surprising to most people, but with the next cube that's upcoming on the list, it may be a little surprising. But I don't know, it was a nice cube. It's just a little too slow for me, and it's honestly, I probably do need a more sluggish cube, but it's not what I like. It's not what I like in turning. It feels too, like, it's a little too crunchy for me. I don't like that crunchy of a cube. So yeah, no, let's move on to the surprising next one. So, my next favorite 3x3 in my collection is actually my Diane Zanchi. And this thing has been through a lot, but it's actually not that bad, and I really like it. It's actually really enjoyable to solve one. And whenever I took it to the competition I went to, everyone at the table really liked it, and they really seemed to think it was really fast, and it was just a good Zanchi. So, I made a video on it, kind of like a joke video on how to make it good, but honestly, the only way to make this good is to just put 20k in it. Well, I put 20k in it. I guess 50k could work too. But I just dumped 20k in it, and I let it sit in there, and then I just worked with it every now and then, and solved it every now and then. It was super slow, so I never solved on it that often. But after that, I just decided to do a complete clean out of it. I cleaned out everything, and then I got new stickers for it, and all I did was put Maru in it. And now, it's just such a good cube. I honestly thought about using it as my main for the competition, but it tends to pop just a little too much for my liking. Like, well, when a Zanchi's so good, you can't even make it pop. God. Okay, never mind. So, surprise, I can't make my Zanchi pop. Anyways, that's that cube. I really like it. It's one of my top 3x3 since I only have 4. But let's move on to the next one. So my next favorite 3x3 is my Owl V2, which I really like, and I think I set up pretty well just with the slightest amount of weight 3 on the wing parts of the pieces and Maru. And I really like it. It's really smooth, it's fast. I really like it. And it is, honestly, I don't know if my Yushao is my main or if my Owl is my main. At the competition, I switched between mains like twice, I think. And I think the Owl I'm more consistent with, but the Yushao I wouldn't get a pop with. But the Owl I'd get more corner twists with, but the Yushao is too fast for me. So I'm not very accurate with it. But that's enough about that. Let's actually get on to the Yushao, which is the next cube on the list. Okay, so as I just said, this is my Yushao. It's my main, backup main. I don't know. It feels just a little bit too fast for me, especially since all I lubed it with was a really small amount of weight 3 on the wings of the pieces and Maru. But it's a really nice cube. It corner cuts just anywhere, no matter like where you put it. So yeah. And in my kind of joke video, I put my Zanchi up against it and said that they were pretty much the same, which no, they're really not, but to me they're pretty close. Even though they're not. Anyways, so we're almost done with 3x3. We only have 2 more, so let's get on to them. So the next cube in my collection is my newly acquired mirror blocks, which I did get at the Dallas Spring 2016 that I went to. And if any of you have been wondering where my Megaminx is, that's where it went. I traded my friend Edwin for this mirror box because I never used my Shengchao Megaminx. See, that's how much I never used it. I don't know. I barely know how to pronounce it. Anyways, I really like this. I solve it all the time, honestly, and it's really fun. And I like that I have to switch the centers to make them line up with the actual, I guess you could say, the grade of the stickers. So yeah, I have a lot of fun with this. And let's move on to the last but not least 3x3. So this is the last 3x3 in my collection, and it is my original Rubik's brand that I've had for a long time, almost 2 years now. And I got Anthony Brooks to sign it at the cubing competition that he hosted in Dallas. And I'm very happy that he did. And I keep it in the box and pretty much never touch it. This is probably the only time I'm going to touch it for a long time. Except for maybe the bottom layer, because I don't want to mess up the signature. So, thanks a lot, Anthony, for signing the cube. It means a lot, and I'm probably going to get a whole bunch of other world record holders to sign it, or YouTubers, anyone really. I'm going to get a whole bunch of people to sign it. So, that's the last 3x3. Let's move on to the last couple of cubes in my collection. Okay, so this is my Moyu Aosu 4x4, and it is my main and only 4x4, and I really like using it even though I don't ever solve 4x4. I'm really slow at it, kind of wish I was faster, but I don't practice it all that often, so I should probably practice if I want to be faster. So, you're probably wondering, no, this is not a 1x1, this is actually a broken corner to this Aosu. And funny story is I ordered the wrong size corner for my Aosu. So hopefully before the next competition that has 4x4 I can order a new corner, because this is not competition legal because of, I guess, feel size or whatever. Even though I suck at 4x4, so it wouldn't help me at all. And I solve on green, so yeah. So the blue wouldn't help. Anyways, yeah. So I really like this cube. I definitely recommend it to anyone. I know it's not the cheapest 4x4 in the market, but it's in the top tier. It's one of the best. It's been one of the best for a long time. And this, I honestly might turn it into a 1x1. Might have to figure out how to extend that and shave it down again and put stickers on it. But yeah, so let's move on to the last two puzzles. So this is my Yushin 5x5, Yushin 5x5, Yushin 5x5, Yushin whatever. Anyways, it's my main and only 5x5, and I love it. It's really cheap, it's really nice, it's really smooth and fast, inner layers and outer layers, even though I suck at 5x5, so I wouldn't be able to really tell you. I did a review on it with my friend. I'll leave a link to that in the description. But it's a really nice cube. I definitely recommend it to anyone that loves 5x5 or is getting into 5x5 or wants to try to get into 5x5. It's cheap, really good, and it's really nice. It's a lot cheaper than the Moyu ones, except for the new one, the Bochuang, which is, I think, $1 extra, but, you know, you gotta pay the dollar for the extra Moyu sticker that it comes with. Anyways, yeah, that's the Yushin 5x5. So let's move on to the last puzzle in my collection. So this is my Master Morphix, and yes, I know it's always in the twisted pattern with the yellow and green just to fit with the rest of the yellow and green, but I honestly don't know how to solve this thing. I've tried it, I've watched so many tutorials, and I can't line up the centers right. I don't know why, I just can't. They just don't, I don't know, I can't get them to line up right, and if I do get 3 of these to line up, then I can't get the rest to line up, so I leave it in this because it looks good and it fits in the back with the rest of my cubes, and it just sits back there and it looks pretty, and that's all I needed to do until I actually learn how to solve it. So I have one or two more things to show you, so yeah, let's get onto those. So this is actually not just a mini 1x1x3, or no, not a 1x1x3, but a 3x3x1. But it was a 3x3 keychain that my English teacher in California gave me. But it broke because I stepped on my bag, and I thought, hey, I like using chopsticks. I really like using chopsticks with pretty much any meal that I can use them with. So I thought, hey, let's take this old keychain 3x3 and turn it into a chopstick stand, since I've been needing one. And that's exactly what I did. And it works good, works fine. And all I did was I took a Dremel and some sandpaper, and I put like a little curve in it. I took all the stickers off, and then I put a curve in it. Plastic came off. I drilled too deep, so I had to melt plastic, put it on there, and form it, and then sand it again. But it worked out. And for the bottom, to put weight in it, I put Gorilla Glue on the bottom. I put a penny in, let it dry. That wasn't enough, so I put Gorilla Glue, a penny, more Gorilla Glue, a penny, and then I put Gorilla Glue around the outside. So it works. It's pretty heavy. It's honestly heavier than a mini 3x3. So it works for my chopsticks. I really like it, and I definitely use it. So let's get on to the last sort of puzzle, but not twisty puzzle. So this is the last puzzle in my collection, and it's just like an Apple jigsaw 3D puzzle. My mom got it for me on my birthday, I think last year, and me and my sister put it together. It took actually a pretty long time to put it together. It took a little bit to wrap your mind around, and I really like it. I don't plan on taking it apart anytime soon, and it kind of sits there, and I love apples, so that's why she got it for me, and I really like it. It's just a nice little decoration piece, and the fact that it's a puzzle makes it 10 times better. So that's about it. Well, I hope you all liked my cube collection video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you think I'm pretty cool, go ahead and subscribe. But you don't have to. If you just want to stick around and watch my videos, then you can. I should have an intro with this video, or maybe the next one. That was done by my friend, the CubeSpecialist. So shout out to him for the amazing intro and the channel banner art, because he did an amazing job. So shout out to him. Channel link in the description. Hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Bye.